join now the sign-up process real quick with team members and kind of get everything going smoothly from the start. So Heidi's sitting at the laptop. Heidi, wave with your hands there.
Hi, welcome.
Say hi to Heidi. We're just going to walk you through. So you're at the main page here. You see it says numisnetwork.com/Shimberg.
And they got here, Scott, by clicking the Join Now button at the bottom of the webinar. So thank you for joining. And you're going to push the Join Now once again right here at the Numis site. And this will show you some of the wonderful things that you're going to be received by becoming part of the team. Reminds you of all of the items that are in the Numis success system. And I don't believe that David went into this in great detail, but then below it also shows you everything else that you receive in the Fast Track Collector's Kit, which I know David did go over in great detail, and it's all great items for you to start your business. And it reminds you again that the price is $495, as had been previously discussed. Terms and conditions are always important, so we do suggest that you read over these. And it's important that once you do read those, you click on the button that shows that you have read them and you agree to them. Sometimes, occasionally, someone might forget to click this, and you'll see that when you go here, you're not going to be able to go forward because you haven't agreed to the terms and conditions.
And by the way, guys, when you see Enroller as Harbor Holdings Inc., that is Heidi and myself, so don't get confused by that.
So you'll use your first name and enter that, enter in your last name. These two fields are required. If you have a company name, please feel free to use that here as well. But if not, that's not an obligation.
And you can always add a company name later too.
And then you'll enter in your address, very simply, something I'm sure you've done many times before, down to your city, down to your state, and then your zip code. Whoops, actually, wrong zip code. We have more than one, I apologize for that. Our country is the United States. Now, it's very important down here when you come to the shipping address. For Scott and I, our shipping address is the same, so I can certainly do the click to copy billing address, but if your shipping address is different, it's very important that you do not enter a P.O. box. They cannot deliver to P.O. boxes, so that's going to be a non-happening, so please don't do that.
Yeah, the gold and silver doesn't fit in the little boxes.
For phone numbers, you'll see that your home number is required, and then your work, cell, miscellaneous, etc. are optional. Since we've given you our cell number before, let's go ahead and show that to you again so you know that we're accessible for you. Now, when you come down to additional information, this is important. If you're using this through your own personal information, you'll use your Social Security number. If you're choosing to run your new business through a business that you already have established, you'll want to use your EIN number. And then as we scroll down...
Oh, and there's one. Make sure that that's checked off there, guys. That's another one that sometimes people forget.
Again, you're making sure that you let everyone know that everything's valid and that you're really a U.S. citizen, or if you're coming from Canada, etc. It's important that they have all that type of information. We spoke a moment ago about whether you were going to be an individual or a corporation, and for those of you that have an LLC, that becomes an option as well, so you'll choose that here. You'll choose your email. It's important if you're using multiple email addresses, you want this to be the email address where all of your Numis communication will come from. Not only coming from Numis at the corporate office, but this will also come to Scott and Heidi. And we do a lot of information. We share a lot of details with you. So it's important that you provide the email here that you want to receive all of your communications from as it relates to your entire Numis network business. Password is important. Confirming the password. This is what's going to give you access. Now, the replicated site, what this is referring to is, as you noticed, we sent you to numisnetwork.com/Shimberg. This is going to be your replicated site. So you might want to do something as simple as what Scott and I did and use your last name. You might want to find something a little bit more creative. Keep in mind, if you use something like time freedom or things that are, pretty basic terms in the industry, You might find that when you put it in here, it's already been used, but they're going to tell you that immediately. Or if your last name is Shimberg, and there's already us, then that won't be an option, but you could just adjust it to Shimberg 1 or whatever you really want. Think about this because you're going to be sending people to this site. So you really want it something that represents you and who you are. So that's kind of an important thing. Give that a little bit of thought. Put that in. If it doesn't work, you're going to be notified immediately, and you can go ahead and find one that certainly does work. Last name tends to be the simplest. Then down here, the almighty credit card, just show the way your name appears, the credit card type, the credit card number, your CVV. I'm assuming you know what a CVV is. If it's American Express, it's on the front of the card. If it's MasterCard or Visa, it's on the back of the card. And then you'll hit process, and you'll be ready to go, and you'll be in business.
So guys, you'll get a distributor number after you press process. You'll want to write down that number.
Good point, Scott. Thank you for reminding me about that. Is our number on this page?
Yeah.
You'll see right here. So your enroller is. So this shows you this is our number and our company name. And that way, anytime you enroll someone, they'll always know that you have been the person who enrolled them.
And if when you go down to the bottom for a minute, Heidi,
sure.
When you click on process, if it doesn't go all the way through, it might mean that the replicated site name that you've got up here is already taken. And you just might need to come up with another name and then push process again, and it'll run through and show that it's been accepted.
Okay, so what I said before might have been a little bit off. I kind of inferred that you would find out here.
Yeah, you find out once you click process.
You don't really find out until you click process.
Right.
You guys can see Scott's done this a few more times. My hands are just a little sexier.
So if there's any questions, please call us. Like we've always said, we're here to connect with you, and we really mean it.
But welcome, and we're excited that you've joined the team, and we look forward to working with you. I guess we have to say bye this way, Scott.
Bye.
Bye.